Hey everyone, my name is Lindsay Pogue, and I'm going to be explaining today what a PLC is, who makes up a PLC, and the purpose of a PLC. First, I'm going to talk about what a PLC is, and Learning by Doing has two really good quotes that explain this. The first one says, "It is ongoing, a continuous, never-ending process of conducting schooling that has a profound impact on the structure and culture of the school and the assumptions and practices of the professionals within it. An ongoing process in which educators work collaboratively in recurring cycles of collective inquiry and action research to achieve better results for the students they serve." So to sum that up, a PLC is really a cycle of learning. Educators work collaboratively and collectively to help all students learn, and they use the evidence of student learning to inform and improve their professional practice. It helps to know what a PLC is not, to understand what it is. So it is not a program, a one-time sitting at workshop, a book study, a training session, or just the mission statement or school vision. All of these things are a part of a PLC, but individually, they're not the whole PLC. Next, I'm going to describe who makes up a PLC, and that would be all members of a school community. Again, it is not just individual teachers, just the instructional coach or the administrative team, or content and grade level teams, or district specialists who come in to help. All of these are an important part of the PLC, but not the PLC in isolation. Every member is important because they have something unique to bring to the PLC, but each person individually has to work together as the whole group. A quote that kind of helps explain this a little bit is from Learning by Doing says, "It is helpful to think of the school or district as the PLC and the various collaborative teams as the building blocks of the PLC." Next, I'm going to talk about why PLCs are important, the purpose of them. So first, you have to understand that all PLCs should be based on the premise that the fundamental purpose of school is to ensure that all students learn at high levels. So the purpose of a PLC is to give responsibility, accountability, and ownership of their instruction back to the teachers. So they kind of get to take charge of what's going on in the classroom. Rick DeFore had a good quote that says, "Our best hope for improving schools is to focus on developing the capacities of the people within the school. By improving the quality of instruction the students receive every single day through the collective efforts of their teachers and school leaders." So the PLC allows educators to improve their instruction, which in turn helps all students learn. That's very important, all students. Not just the students of the best teachers, not just the gifted students, but all students to learn. Lastly, I have some nonlinear steps to kind of make up a PLC. And these are, when I say nonlinear, I mean they don't really necessarily go in order, or one's not really more important than the other one. But first, you have to understand that a PLC is not about knowing all of the right answers or having a quick fix for a school's problem. It is about acting in a way that contributes to the mission and vision of the school and always moving forward towards the school's goals. So the first step would be building shared knowledge for all members of the PLC. Learning by Doing has a good quote that says, "If uninformed people are asked to make decisions, they will make uninformed decisions." That basically just means that all members of the PLC have to be knowledgeable so that they have the ability to make good decisions for the PLC. The second step is to understand what it means to arrive at consensus within the PLC. And by doing that, that means everyone's points of view must be heard and appreciated, and the will of the group is evident even to those who oppose it. The third step is to build and maintain the 4 pillars of a PLC. Those would be the mission of the school, the vision of the school, the values or collective commitment of the members, and the goals of the PLC. And then lastly, the fourth step is to use the pillars to eliminate unrelated practices and enhance relevant practices. And that means allocating your staff, your resources, and your time appropriately to promote the school's 4 pillars on a daily basis. So I hope this has helped you kind of understand better what a PLC is. Let me know if you have any questions.